Oh, are you on mute? Yeah.
Nope.
Oh!
Yeah.
Got me, man. You
Yeah,
got
buddy.
me, man.
Oh,
Oh, bro, how you doing? Good to see you, dude.
good to see you too, sir. I am good. How are you, man?
Oh, man, I'm all right. I'm still a little hot, but, you know, that's how it goes in the summertime.
Listen, I'm not gonna complain. Like, just bring the heat already.
Yo, that shirt is bringing the heat, man. What's that shirt?
Oh, look, I'm just representing Jamaica, in honor of our special guests after the viewing. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
just thought I'd represent real quick.
Yeah, me too. I thought I'd represent Pakistan by wearing David Lopan from Big Trouble in Little China, you know?
Well done. Well
Thank you.
done.
Thank you. I will say on that note, yes, welcome everybody of the world. Thank you for watching our Bit Playas watch party. My name is Kris Siddiqui.
And I'm Nigel Downer.
And thank you for tuning in so much. This is our watch party. We wanted to find a way to enjoy our series with you guys and spread the funny and the love during this pandemic time. So I thought, why not just create this watch party? We do it every Tuesdays and Thursdays at 4:20.
Yep, and you know what? This was made for all of the nerds, literally all of them, all the nerds of color, okay? And all you people of color. That's why we made Bit Plays, and we wanted to make something that represented not just Kris and I, not just us, but millions of people of color in Canada and around the world that don't see their representation on screen.
That is correct. Now, this is a very special episode for us because not only did we get to play our dads in this episode and look like our dads in this episode, but after this episode, we get to talk to our dads together.
Christopher, I am very excited for a chat with my dad and a chat with your dad. We know they have one major thing in common, and that is the sport of golf.
Yeah, it's weird, eh?
Yeah, very bizarre. But after that, I mean, who knows?
Who knows, man? Well, you know what? I love this. Let's get this excitement started because I want to watch this episode and then see what our dads have to say to each other.
Perfect.
Enjoy, friends.
Enjoy. It is the moment that we've all been waiting for. We get to talk to our dads. So, ladies and gentlemen, nerds of all ages and all creeds and all races, this is our dads. This is Lynton Downer and Kris's dad, Khalid Siddiqui. Dads, welcome.
Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks for joining us. I hope we haven't taken too much time out of your days. Are you guys sitting pretty during this COVID pandemic still?
Yeah.
Just,
Go ahead, Mr. Siddiqui.
no, I'm just taking my time off my nap.
Yeah, Dad, I was going to say, it looks like you just woke up from a nap.
No, I'm waiting to go.
So I got up early because a customer had to pick something up. He said he'd be here at 10. He didn't get here till 11. So that means I lost 1 hour in bed. Normally I don't get out of bed till 11.
And Dad, just to put it into context, what is it that you do? What do you do for a living? Just so everybody knows what this customer probably wanted to pick up.
Okay, so most of my life I did tailoring. Ever since I came to Canada, all I did was tailoring. So I had some private customers. I still have people who can't find anybody else. So although I'm retired, I oblige them by fixing something for them. So that's what I do.
Oh, beautiful. And okay, Dad, what do you do?
Right now, nothing.
Yeah, there you go. Love it.
I worked for the government. I did nothing. And then they retired me and gave me a pension.
Yo, man, you're getting paid to do nothing, and now you're getting paid to do nothing.
I came here when I was 19 and worked like crazy to become a chartered accountant. After that, life was easy.
Yeah. After that, life was easy with 4 kids, right?
Oh, yeah. Well, there, you know, Chris.
Okay, well, let me ask you gentlemen this question. And Nigel, I think you were going for this right off the top, but we've got you both of you watched our episodes pretty much about you, about what you taught us growing up. You're both not from this country, but we wanted to ask you, how realistic were our portrayals of you?
Okay, one thing I thought was not realistic at all.
I know what you're going to say.
What?
The
Was the
mustache.
fact- No. Was the
okay.
fact that I offered you $2 and then $20 and $100. And
It was smaller increments.
10 years ago, I increased it to a toonie from a loony.
That's very true. That's very true. But you have to embellish, Dad. For the big screen, you have to embellish, right?
Yeah. Shit, I never seen $100 bill until just recently.
Okay, Dad. So same question for you. How good or how bad was my portrayal of you, do you think?
Well, the mustache without the beard got me. I've never had a mustache without a beard.
True.
And that accent, I couldn't make up my mind whether it was Barbadian, Grenadian, or Jamaican, or a mixture of both. But
it was my contribution to the islands, Dad.
yeah, well, okay, fine. Then you got everybody in one, okay?
Okay.
I nearly fell off the chair laughing, but other than that, and I never wear a shirt that pretty, man. But other than that, it was good.
Okay.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, talking about accents. I mean, I know that people used to tell me, God, Chris is a better Paki accent than you. And I would say, God, I don't know. I mean, never talked in Urdu at home, so I don't know where you picked that up.
Oh, I was just listening to you, Dad. Whenever you'd pick up the phone and be Auntie Nasreen or someone, just listening to Assalamu alaikum, yeah, with a Chris, Tancha Bandar Band. I just had to listen to the words that I knew.
Yeah, no, I understand, but
Right.
Yeah.
But the watcher doesn't. Fair enough.
Okay, so Dad, my next question for you is, we didn't really get into it much, but I want to talk about just where you grew up and you know, what that was like for you just as a kid, if you can kind of summarize it or make it into a nice little package. So just tell us where you grew up and, you know, what you were like as a kid. Because I, obviously, as you know, I was a big nerd, right? Or I am a big nerd. And I have comic books still at your place and still at your house. So what were you like at my age?
You mean now or when I was a kid?
When you were a kid, yeah. Tell us where you grew up first. Yeah.
Okay, so I grew up in a little district called Stewartown in the parish of Trelawney in Jamaica.
Mm-hmm.
And I can tell you that I didn't know how to play. I was the first of 7 kids, and most I can ever think of is working. The best time of my years was my 7.5 years that I grew up with my grandmother. And after that, it was work. From 14 and a half until 19 and a half, it was work until they put me in a ship and shipped me off to England. Because if I stayed home, I would have been a nuisance. So I got to England and I literally self-educated because I had nobody there but friends of the family who would put me up. So I had to be independent. So one of my biggest problems with your mother was I was too independent. I've never asked for help because I didn't grow up asking for help. I grew up looking after the other 6 siblings most of the time. And my father would leave a list of things to be done when he goes to the tailor shop. And when he got back, it had to be done. So I didn't know how to play. So that's one of my weaknesses in life. Until somebody introduced me to golf at the age of 50, I didn't do any playing. So there was nothing I could have taught you to play because I didn't know anything. Can you imagine coming from Jamaica and I couldn't play cricket, I couldn't swim, all I could play was marbles. That's it. I couldn't play dominoes. I still can't play dominoes.
That's true.
I learned to play cards working on the railway in England for a couple of years. And once I left there and go to the post office to work, life was serious because it was going to work in the daytime, going to tailoring school at night. So my life has always been work. Thank heavens, as I said, somebody introduced me to golf, so I get some me time since then. I was 50 by that time.
Great. Thanks, Dad. Thank you for that story. That's great. Yeah, yeah.
All right, Dad. My dad, same question. Where are you from?
Well,
What were you like as a kid?
I was a nerdy kid. I was born in Pakistan, in Karachi. My father was a civil servant, so he just went where the capital of the country was. But he was, and I was one of five, number 4, and the emphasis was always on education. So if we had to play around, it was just sneaking here and there. I was good at cricket, but other than that, nothing much. But the whole emphasis on my childhood was like education, education.
Or as brown people say, your studies.
Yes, you can't. That was the kind of a thing. But you know, I mean, I know my father was very strict. I remember one time we were just coming out of a movie theater, and I somehow, I don't know why, I must have whistled. So when we got home, my father gives me hell. What the heck? What were you doing whistling? Like a, you know, like an urchin. What would people think about it? So that was a big thing, you know. What will people think about us?
Right.
So anyways, when it was time to get a qualification, so to speak, I was glad to get the hell out of Pakistan, come to Canada.
But
And
you
that's
also
where-
went to England for a bit too, didn't you, to study?
No. I just went there. I was there for like 2 weeks.
Oh, okay.
My brothers were there, so my father thought it'd be a good thing just to see them because they had left home when they were 16, and I left home when I was 19. So they thought, okay, you can go see them and then come over. So, and thankfully I passed my CA exam on the 3rd try. And here I am.
Amazing. Well, thanks for coming.
You're welcome. And Mr. Downer, I did pick up Lynton.
Yeah.
I did pick up golf. So I do golf once in a while.
Oh yeah, that's one thing that you both have quite deeply in common is your love of golf.
Yeah, that's my only recreation. So I get out, and my only problem is if I'm playing by myself, I tend to rush it because I feel guilty. I should be home doing something. See, that's one of the things I have to get used to, that when I leave the house, you leave the house. It'll be there when you get back, never mind when.
Well, I don't know. My parents told me don't play with myself, so I don't.
No, not with yourself. I should have said by myself.
I know, just kidding, just kidding.
And that's one of the reasons I love golf, because I don't need anybody. I'm not good at competing. So I'm going out there to have fun for me.
Well, that's a good idea. No, I had a knee replacement, so for the last 2 years I haven't done much.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So,
yeah.
anyways, I think it's the kids
get back to
asking
it
us
because
questions.
it's good, right?
It's the kids asking us questions, so maybe we should let
Maybe
them.
we should just shut up and listen.
Yeah. Okay,
Oh,
Kris.
nice. You're on mute.
Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, I mean, if you guys want to chat, talk, that's totally fine. If you have
No,
questions
that
for
was
us,
good.
that's
We-
great too.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
can
we-
leave you guys alone if you guys want to chat to each other. We can.
Oh dear. Oh no, this is good.
So Dad, I know that you've always been an avid reader. I know that you've read a lot of books. So I'm kind of curious, what is your go-to book? Like, what book do you like to read a lot?
Well, I tend to be in the topic of history. I love history. And recently, most of my history books are Black history. And I'm just laughing now because one of the things I would love to have done, or wish I was able to do, was to teach Americans American history. Because to me, that is one of their biggest problems. They've ignored the history of America, going back before the days of colonialism, from the discovery of Christopher Columbus right up to now, especially during the slave period. You see? So my idea now, I didn't want to bring politics into this, but my thing right now is don't destroy the statues this quickly, because if you destroy them in another 20 years, nobody would know about them and what they did. Let them stay there and write the history, educate the young people of what this guy did and who he was.
Mm-hmm.
You see, so that's mostly my topic now. Right now, I'm reading a book on Paul Robeson, and I'm so surprised that there's so many people who've never heard of Paul Robeson. And we're going back from just after the First World War and what he did and what he got punished for because of what he did. Okay, so
nice.
right now, that's my favorite book.
Yeah, great.
Wow,
and I
all
think
right.
I was just actually having a conversation with a friend of mine the other day, and he was saying much to the same thing. I mean, if you're going to destroy these statues or whatever is going to happen to these statues, that at least don't erase history, but at least let people know educate the people on what this person did.
Exactly.
And if you want to knock the statue down, fine, whatever. But you can't ignore the fact that this person did this, and that, right? So,
exactly.
Great, cool.
Okay, I'm gonna ask my dad. I know you like books and all that, but you weren't much into movies when we were kids. But I think you're heavy into movies now. You got a lot of time on your hands with a fake knee and everything.
I don't know. I might have OCD or whatever, but I just can't sit still for a 1 hour TV show, let alone a movie.
Yeah, no, fair enough. But I do have this memory.
I just
What?
wanted to comment about the Downers' comments about statues.
Oh yeah, okay.
And as you know, like in Pakistan, we were British colony. And at the time, I remember, like I was 8 or 9, and they would go around destroying Queen Victoria's statue and all that. And I don't know who brought it up, but I mean, like the kids, my class, we were really happy to get rid of this bullshit. And, we didn't, I mean, maybe at that age, we didn't care about history or anything, but we were glad to say, okay, enough of this British shit. Let's start a Pakistani stuff. But anyways, your comment on the movies, sorry.
No, not at all. I mean,
Yeah,
hey,
it's all
this is
good.
great. We're going to turn this show into a big political debate with our dads, I think, from this point on. But Dad, I wanted to, there was
Sorry,
one
I didn't want to
specific-
start that.
No, not at all. That was great. It just brought up a memory for me because I remember being a kid, Dad, and you were going to see a movie. And I was in the backyard playing, and I said, "What movie are you going to go see?" And you said, "I'm going to go see this movie called Do the Right Thing." And I was like, "Oh, can I come?" And you're like, "No." And you just walked away. And I was like, "Oh, man, I want to see a movie called Do the Right Thing." And I remember this is the first movie you ever saw because you didn't want to watch movies, but you saw this one by yourself and you walked to the theater. So I was like, oh, this should be an important movie. So only when I got older, when I saw Do the Right Thing, I was like, oh, I always equate it to that memory of you walking to watch Do the Right Thing by yourself.
Yeah,
Do you have a favorite
was,
movie now?
no, not really. But it's I don't know. I mean, it just gets to, it's to me, I'm getting to a point when I even read about these things, I get pissed off and mad. So I just don't read about this thing. And especially at this time, you know, with the situation in America and all that, you said, I just don't like seeing movies where, if we could say, black people are getting the shit beat out of them.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah,
You know,
same.
like, and it just, I mean, I'm not talking like, I wouldn't say black in a sense, non-white. So whether it's Latinos or Indians or Pakistanis or, you know, people from Africa or anything. But I don't know why, but it's gotten me to a point where I actually turn it off rather than get my blood pressure high.
Well, I mean, fair enough. You two gentlemen are of the age where you've seen a lot of shit happen in the world. So I can only imagine that turning it off is a nice solace and enjoying a golf game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
My entertainment mostly now is British comedy. So believe it or not, I'm watching British comedy that was showing in England when I left England in 1975.
That is a good genre to British comedy.
Yeah, that's
Much
what I
better than
do.
American comedy.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I've lost it for most things America, unfortunately, you know. But
Don't blame you.
I have really lost it,
Yeah.
you know. And I really feel for America if they have to go through this another 4 years. Matter of fact, I feel for the world if we have to go through this another 4 years. This wasn't meant to be a political discussion, was it?
No, man. it's all good, dude.
I'm
It's
sorry,
all good.
guys.
No,
The
it's
way I'm
topical.
looking at it,
Huh?
the way I'm looking at it is Trump is screwing up everything. And I would rather give him another 4 years to really screw it up. I know. I mean, people will suffer a little bit, but in the end, I think the world will be better with America sort of in its own place.
Yeah.
But like your dad said, this shouldn't make it a political thing.
Oh, well, maybe it was a bad idea having my Trump supporting dad on the show.
Guys, this has been
just giving somebody extra rope.
Fair enough.
Hang himself.
This has been amazing. I've had a great time with you guys here. You know, we're gonna get out on this. I just want to get a quick idea of Dad. Tell me what you thought of the DADS episode. Tell me what you thought of that very quickly.
The dad, you mean the movie you just made?
Well, yeah, it was a web series, but yes, the episode I showed you.
So that's one episode, is it?
Yeah.
That's not the complete. That's not everything.
No.
Okay. No. I think it was good. I get a little nervous about Kris's part. Yeah.
Fair enough. No, thank you. Thank you. Yeah.
And I have to think about placing him because to me he looked as if he was playing a part where it's not really him, but then you're acting. And the other thing was to see you guys smoking. I think I got such fun out of that, knowing that I don't think either one of you really smoke. I can't remember. I can remember being thrown out of somebody's house here when I went to the first New Year's Eve party because I was asked to join the pot smoking group. And when I said I didn't smoke pot, they thought I was a police agent set up to trap everybody. And one guy said to me, how can you come from Jamaica and don't smoke pot? They didn't call it pot at the time. They either said weed or ganja. I said, no, my parents use it for medicinal purposes, but I don't smoke, period. Well, I don't think you fit into this party. And I said, well, screw you. I get in my beetle and left. The other thing too is I came from England, came here, and the first motor car I bought was a Beetle. And everybody thought I was either a student or a hippie. So it just shows you how life, the changes that you've gone through in life and how they fit into you. But no, I think the series is good. I love the way you cook, Kris, because almost every time I cook something, I burn it. So.
Yeah, that's what we were going for. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
No, it's good, guys. It looks good. And that was that the tape you got from me, Nigel?
Yeah, that's your reel to reel, man. Yeah.
Is that a tape recorder? Eh?
Yeah, it's all yours. Yeah. So thank you.
That was a good reel to reel.
Yeah, if you can get $700 for it, let me know.
Dad,
otherwise, it's yours anyway. So.
Yeah, true.
All right, Dad. What did you think? Was this the only episode you've watched of our series so far?
No, actually, I've watched all of them.
Oh.
And the thing I liked about this one, or after seeing it, was maybe people won't relate to it, but I related to your attempts at talking like a Paki and behaving like that. And I thought, I used to do that. I mean, I used to do and try to make you kids laugh and say, oh, little boy, come here. I will beat you. And but as far as the smoking was concerned, I remember Kris would try and, he would light these incense sticks or things. I'm thinking, I would tell his sisters, the boy, he doesn't know I've done that too. I used to do that 25 years ago. And he thinks she's trying to fool somebody.
I knew it.
Anyways.
Man, I knew it. I'm calling you out, old man. I knew it.
Well, I didn't do it for too long. It cost too much.
Fair enough. Well, gentlemen, thank you so much for giving your boys the time of day. And when this is all over, maybe we should all go out to the driving range and just smack a couple balls.
No, how about we just go burger and a beer?
Either or, that's fantastic.
Yeah,
why not? Why not? That's a great idea.
Right, perfect.
Great.
Okay.
Thanks, guys.
We'll talk to you soon, Dad.
Talk to you soon, Dad.
Take care, Nigel.
Okay, guys.
Take care.
Nice to meet you, Mr. Downer.
Nice to meet you, Kris. We hope we. Okay.
Okay, I'm leaving.
Take care of that knee, Mr. Siddiqui.
Oh, he left.
Yeah, okay.
What a jerk.
Yeah. All right, Dad, thanks.
Okay, man. Take care.
All right, later.
Tea time now. I'm going to get a cup of tea.
Okay.
Perfect. Enjoy, Lynton. Take care.
Take care, guys.
Bye.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
Oh, my lordy lord. That was our conversations with our two dads. All right. That got heavy. But you know what? Look, we're going to lighten it up as we always do. Please watch Bit Players every Tuesday and Thursday. Join our watch party. We start at 4:20. And a big thank you to our dear technician, Dan Gallia, who's putting this all together. Thank you, Danny. I love you so much. But remember, Bit Players watch party every Tuesdays and Thursdays at 4:20. Right, Nige?
Yeah, you got it. And you know what? If you happen to miss those times, which we know you won't, don't forget to check us out on the socials, okay? We're on all the socials at Bit Playas, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, all the Twitters. And in case you miss the episode, or in case you want to see more episodes, or in case you just want to rewatch it like we do, then make sure if you're in Canada, you watch Bit Playas on CBC Gem. And if you're in America, then you can go to Amazon, all right? Because both of those platforms got our web series. So check us out there. From one Bit Player to the next, my name is Nigel Downer.
I'm man Kris and Nigel.
We the Bit Playas, and we out. Jamaica. On behalf of myself, Nigel Downer, and Chris Siddiqui, and LaRue Entertainment, and the whole cast and crew that created Bit Playas, I'd be remiss if I didn't discuss or talk about Black Lives Matter. This is a huge movement that's happening right now, that needs to happen right now, to battle systemic racism. Police are killing Black men and Black women, and I think right now is the best time, the right time, to do your research, read books, watch documentaries, donate, help with charities, or even protest or march, whatever you need to do to help. Because Black lives matter. Thank you.